All right, so today I was picked to be a leader for a team at a conference I'm going to for work. What did I learn today? First, I still don't believe I'm a leader. This is how I know that. I know that because when they picked me, first off, they're like, point to the person in your team, and first off, I was daydreaming about success when they, when they mentioned like the whole point to someone in your team who you think should like be a leader for this next activity, right? So I woke up out of my daydream and I'm pointing to that and I'm like, all right, cool. What am I doing? I'm like, all right, now that person is your team captain. I was like, yeah, and I'm like, team captain. Now, there was another time in my life where I was chosen to be a captain of a team, and I froze like no one's business. There's been several times where I was chosen to be captains of things that I couldn't handle the stress. Like internally, everything in me told me like I could do something, but everything in me told me that I'm not worthy to lead anyone. So it's usually what happens. I just give it off. Like there's a guy on my team. He's awesome. He's from like Boston. Super cool guy. I was like, yo, like this, guys, tall, traditional white dude. Like he's not traditional, but like generally, those are the people who you would give a leadership position to. So when that happened, I was like, they chose me. I was like, I kind of felt bad because I felt like I don't deserve this. Someone else does. So I ended up taking it though, and I was like, all right. In my head, I'm immediately taking inventory of everything we need to do for the team. And anyway, we ended up carrying out this project. We have to like build a box that people can stand on, but the structure inside has to be different. And then we have to build a step for the box, right? So moving on past that. After that, what happens is we are given more instructions and we're continuing to have to build. But as a leader, this is what I learned today. First, I need to own the fact that anyone can be a leader, and if they want to be a leader, they have to own the fact that they have the skills necessary to do so, or they will be an incompetent leader and they won't even try to get things done, they'll just freeze. Second, leadership is all about delegation and encouragement, because as you're delegating tasks to people who you believe are the most or the best at that task, but also as a leader, true leaders believe in everyone on their team, even if that person's not the best or they don't see their immediate gifts. Everyone can support the vision. Everyone can do something. Everyone has ability. So that's another thing that I learned as a leader. And then another thing you learn as a leader is that you are responsible for giving them the vision and pushing them forward. If you do not believe, they won't believe. And I caught myself one time, just like not believing as much, but then I pushed myself forward. I pushed us forward, and then somebody said something, and then somebody said something like, I don't think we can do this, and I said, I don't think I can do this. I said, doubt has no place here. I said, doubt has no, like, what am I? Who am I? So, and just like, I just found myself saying, just like things like really, like, you can do this, believe in yourself, you have the abilities, and just, and leadership is also empowering people to trust the gifts that they have. Because like as a leader, you may not be the most talented person. More than likely, you aren't. Because there's a guy on our team who, he majored in applied mathematics. So when it came to like measuring things, I'm like, yo, you, boom. And then at the end of the day, we actually mismeasured the thing we were building. But then he thought of like an even better way to make the box even more structured with his directions. So anyway, ended up being a really good thing. But I guess what I'm saying is believe that you can do what you want to do, and then you will act in such a way to complete that task. Also, collaboration is super important when it comes to completing large tasks, because when it comes to like, they say if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. With me being, highly interested in music and things of the sort, I You know, a lot of times I've chosen to go alone, but I feel like it's time for me to go together. So a conference like this makes me think like, how can I go together with my family, go together with my friends, go together with, music and everything I want to do, and even with like acting and things like that. Like, you don't have to do everything alone. And a leader doesn't mean that you're responsible for carrying people to a vision, to a place, but you're also responsible for encouraging them. But that doesn't mean you're the best. Like, a lot of people think that being a leader means like you're like better than everyone. It doesn't. It means that you can see the gifts in others. You know how to bring out the best in them. It can mean you're the best, but I don't think that's like the main thing to learn from being a leader. So anyway, that is what I got out of today. And I need to own the fact that I have the ability to lead people who are my age and who are possibly older, who are taller than me, and people who have higher educational experiences than me. Because, if I have the ability to encourage people, then that is someone who you would want leading you. Anyway, still have a lot to learn. It was super nerve-wracking, honestly, but it was exciting, and I loved every second of it. So shout out to Best Corporate Events. It was really awesome. If you pay over $60,000 a year, I would definitely take a job with you. So yeah, learned a lot these 3 days at this conference. I continually see my gifts and what I can do and how I can assist others, and I want to dive into that more every day. Anyway, if you are watching this, then thank you. Yeah, for watching this, thank you. And also just believe in yourself. If I decided to be someone else at this conference, I would not be giving this speech. If I decided to try to fade in the background and be the opposite of extra Ezra, I wouldn't be here, So take that. You're beautiful, you're loved, you're awesome, you're amazing. God loves you, and you can change the world. That's all I have to say. Peace out.